oh God, it's finally that day. Naysayers have been saying it's not gonna happen, but yeah, One Piece is ending. One Piece is ending, people. Holy cow. Never thought I'd freaking see the day, but I'm here to tell you guys that Eiichiro Oda's manga's days are officially numbered. One Piece manga confirms entrance into the final act. Earlier this week, the official One Piece Twitter account revealed that Eiichiro Oda's epic tale will be taking a 1-month break from June 27th to July 25th. Today, the account confirmed that One Piece will be sailing into its final act when it returns. Oda created a poster for the announcement with the words "to the final chapter" on it, and it's a silhouette of Luffy putting on the straw hat with some red text under it, and it says, back in August 2020, in an interview with Japanese mega band Arashi, Oda revealed One Piece had only 4 or 5 years left, with the finale solidified. In September 2021, an advertisement for the series quoted Oda saying that the story is in its final stage. Earlier this week, Oda stated that he needed 4 weeks to steady his breath as he works on the final act of the One Piece voyage. And off rip, you gotta look at it like, yo, what? Like, I'm gonna ask you off rip, how many years do you think we got left now? Now that that's been solidified, considering it's been 4 or 5 more years for like at least 8 or 9 years, how many more years do you think we're gonna have left with this? I'm gonna say right here, I think there's a possibility that it could be done in 3. And I know you're probably thinking like, Fornev, you bugging out. No, you gotta stop this right now. Well, for starters, honestly, let's think about it. Like, Wano just wrapped up, right? So boom, we got Wano out the way. What's been left that's been set up? There's still, you know, the war, there's still Vegapunk, there's still Elbaf and whatnot. And what if Oda decided, okay, so this is the final chapter, this is the final act, in terms of everything moving forward is going to be one thing after another. There will not be any more downtime after this big break. Like, imagine we could go straight from Wano, boom, jump into Elbaf, and then Elbaf could lead into something else. Kind of like what happened with Water 7 and Enies Lobby, where it was just like one event after the other leading into Impel Down and whatnot. That very well could be the case. And yeah, a lot can get done if Oda decides to do it at a little bit of a quicker pace. Not necessarily that it's going to be astronomically fast on some, like, I don't know, Black Clover or anything like that, but I think we could get to Elbaf. He could, if he wants to decide to make it only like a 30 or so, 40 maybe, a chapter type of thing, even shorter than that, he can make it like kind of Zoe in a way. I get it that there's been a lot of build up and setup, but what if they get to Elbaf and there's no reason really to be there for that long because there's not many people there, or it leads into, again, they're at Elbaf, they gotta go somewhere else now because of XYZ reasons, and that kind of just solves like, hey, we got to Elbaf, we saw the giants, we saw that it's weird, like, yeah. And it's just kind of crazy that the realization that the series that I've been following for a bajillion freaking years now is actually coming to an end. It's been announced, like, again, we've heard so many times, like, you know, oh, I'm gonna give it this amount of time, that amount of time. This is the first time we got a big break that says, no, we're entering the final act, final chapter. So I'm happy for Oda. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I know probably not many people are, this isn't gonna be their first thought that they jump out to. I'm really happy for Oda that this task that he has had on his shoulders for a long time by all of the higher ups from Shueisha, Shonen Jump, etc., of making One Piece is almost coming to an end. His journey of working and enslaving himself damn near for this story is finally, you know, counting down to the ending. And thank God, Oda deserves as a human being to be happy and live a normal life. So I'm happy for Oda. I'm happy that the fans are gonna potentially see conclusion rather sooner than later. And in general, I'm really excited to get most of the answers. I don't think we'll get all the answers, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think there's going to be a few, at the very least, plot threads that are gonna be left around there for 2 Piece or 1 Piece and a half, whatever it's going to be, the inevitable Luffy's son or grandchild or whatever. That's going to need legs to kind of grow into its own thing. And how do you do that? You leave a few plot threads that maybe they are not the most important. Maybe it's like we see Vegapunk, but we really don't dive into him as much as people would like because it's going to get full on addressed in a sequel that is going to happen because there's just too much freaking money in it. But again, I'm curious, do you think that One Piece is going to be here for 3 more years, 4 more years, 5 more years? Also, would you be cool with it going monthly if it did, as long as it's still going to keep on, like, it's going to end in 3 months, but it's just more impactful now? And do you think that's going to help out the series? Like, what's your whole stance on it?